just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set, ready, off. Hey,
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Let's go now. 54. 54, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Corey Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 27, Prescott. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 20! And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson now, throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's taken in at the 9. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third?
Let's get off the field. 50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Hey, defense, let's go. 50 seconds to mine.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, that's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jackson to throw again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Completes it to Samuel. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 41, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Prescott from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down carry by Elliott. Fights him off. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go to 54. Line. Let's go. We're going to 54. Line. Check.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Tight left. 4 down. Hey, kill.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. first down. It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57's the mic. Watch 57. 47. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Get this one on. 26.
On second and 11 now. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
There we go, 2-2. 57. Mike 57.
On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Check 26, check 26, kill. 26.
Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. Third down here.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Touchdown, Giants. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wait, let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
50 seconds to mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Prescott now from the 50. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We're going to 53. It's our time. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A first down throw for Prescott. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line. Bang, bang. 64. Wait. Watch out. Save. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense. 26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
57's the Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Let's go one more.
Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go, 46. 57. Mike, 46.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Barkley. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Kill. 27.
And a Cowboy first down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
To throw is Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Draw play, Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The offense on third down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They go to Elliott again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go, 47. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Off. 57. Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, complete. That's Terry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Line. 57.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
There we go. 57. Exit. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, we're going to 54. Wide in. 4 down. He's coming. 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Watch QB jump.
43-yard line.
Watch QB jump. Watch. We're going to 53. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing, Prescott. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down.
47. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
57. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. It's a keeper with Prescott. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, kill.
Prescott to throw this time. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, Jackson, and he fends him off. And this one complete to Reed. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 10 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Today's final score, Giants 49, Cowboys 20.